Cause ain't no comp for the 216.
216 representing. Yo,
Yeah.
ain't nobody got no more
Oh,
flavor
that's
than
like
us.
the
Oh
dope.
shit.
Right. Nobody got no more flavor than us, bro.
Ooh. That's licensed for Wreckroom Records.
Yes, sir. Three
Yeah.
keys. Smoke one.
Oh, let's go. Yeah, we went live. They gave us our notification too, big bro. That was all dope. Yeah, we about to get to it. Welcome. I got a little ticky on the live site. It went down just a second. Oh, it's still going big breakfast. I don't see the scene yet. I don't know why it started ticking on that, but what's I'm not there again. If I said, we never seen anything from stream. You will get the I don't worry like, oh, well, that so we got some jealousy, and we're gonna get into that a little bit later. We got everything down here for the neighborhood to extract that. And when I tell you we use in household ingredients, Diaz tell you we use what was available to us. So it's a way to do everything. It's a perfect way to do things, and it's a way that we could do things and just get by. But you edible lovers is really gonna love this one right here because I can save you a ton of money. Like literally, if you see the amount of weed I got on this table right here, that will tear you up. Like really, they like a gram. And everybody see. All right, you got a little. We got about 3.5 grams. This really, for a lot of people, putting this amount of weed into some oil and extract it. The biggest thing I want to say, I didn't want. We're gonna smoke some weed and talk about other things, and then we're gonna get into it. But we are gonna start with. I think I got this one. D. It's some. Say that shit till he say that shit. And that might be the biggest dude I seen greened out a couple times. I think we about to smoke some purple crack, which is a crazy ass name. But trust me, Clevelanders love purple weed. I don't know what it is, man. But it do good. It do really good, man. But here on the Sohigho Cannabis Show, just to let y'all know, we like to talk about information, education, and legalization and cultivation of the marijuana plant. So, in legal news, I meant to bring this up like last week. Y'all gotta be careful in the smoke shops, man. They really got y'all targeted, man. If I was gonna open up a smoke shop right now, I would put it outside of Cleveland. To be honest with you, smoke shops in Cleveland is got a lot of they got a lot of regulations right now, and obviously they've been coming through. So I was coming up Superior, one of the main traps here in Cleveland, smokehouse traps too. Right? So here's the other thing that I want all the consumers to know: if your smoke shop make it past a raid from the police and don't get shut down, they got fake weed, they got THCA, believe me. Gas station weed, I'm not sure. I definitely don't. Hold on, D. Put it on you for 1 second. I gotta check this one camera. I don't know why I turned it on.
Yeah, the whole feed is looking crazy, man.
YouTube, we looking Chinesey. We glitchy. I'm looking at the bandwidth, and is the recording going smooth, but is it just the live going jacked up? Well, I think if remember I was telling you something was going on with the internet anyway, but a lot of times when a storm coming in, it be fucking up. But I can see my feedback here that it's like slow. But if you saying we glitchy.
Yeah, if we had,
Well,
this week on, chopping the screen like that.
it's trying, but I think we'll get a good, as long as we get a good recording, we'll get to it. It's just that we won't be able to like really talk to our get the chat going on. And for some reason, like I'm timing out, but I got a big ass yellow bar over there. It said YouTube ain't getting enough video, but that's like here or there. Man, it shit happen, man. It's like stuff happen and you just have to adapt and overcome. But that's what we do. We had a great time this weekend, D. We had another weed festival.
Tell us about the weed festival.
It was the Rising Fest over at the Berea Fairground. Usually D would be my cameraman, but guess what? Some motherfucker stole my camera. Here you go. This the Rising Fest. This is what they passed out to us. Rising Fest. It was a sweet little party, man. It did good. They had music, great event people who put it on. Great people showed up. I'm gonna tell you.
Where was it at?
Berea Fairgrounds. It's been my third one going out there, man. They do a very good job. Anything out there. It's like with Baldwin Wallace being out there and that college campus so close. These people are very nice to adults who want to use cannabis. It's still a good event, and I would throw an event out there. The reason why I wouldn't throw it out there is because Cleveland don't come out to the Berea Fairground. It'd be a few brothers out there, and really it seemed like everybody from down south and Medina and everywhere else. Now this weekend is Babes and Baddies on Saturday. Man, there's so much shit. We're gonna talk about shit that's gotta do, but Babes and Baddies is gonna be. That's the Dolce Leaf Company. If you know, you know. Almost like ain't gonna tell you if you don't know how to get that, but that one gonna go ham. So on Saturday, which is Juneteenth, there's another big ass event. Man, it's your birthday too? Juneteenth shit. Oh my God. And I already know that J. Cool trying to get you up to the Juneteenth in 216 the Legends is gonna be in the park with Japo and having a Juneteenth celebration this Saturday up at Kane Park. So if you ain't doing nothing, I don't know the whole time for everything, but that seemed like the thing to do for sure. I know 4030 gonna be there. Dave One, Red Lion, Thief, we all gonna show up there at least for a little bit. But I'm also going to the pop-up. You know how we do, D. I'm going in there to that pop. D will tell you if we. I don't know. What happened to that footage that we have? Well, I know my camera and that computer. That's good. Cause we got our. I got my car broke into. We lost a lot of footage, but D was the cameraman for that one. That was one of the real ones, and he'll tell you. And shout out to my man DJ Ice Club Rolex right here in Cleveland. And what's his club on 93rd? I'll be forgetting. Cheers. Shout out to the one and only DJ Ice, legendary hip hop legend in Cleveland. He got 2 clubs here. That pop up, we went upstairs to his shit. Tell me it wasn't legit, dude. That shit was.
Man, the Rolex is like one of the dopest spots that I can really
Man. And let me tell you, I go to a lot of these little weed things. Ice had that shit so laid out with the bar off to the side. So if you was drinking too,
the downstairs
cold.
Joint is just like,
man, immaculate. It's like, you want your Gator haters on with the VIP. When he showed us the VIP shit, man, I would love to have my birthday dinner at that big table back in that shit and then come out to the bar and party and shit. Like, that is the shit. Very elegantly done. That's because that's a high class ass nigga right there, to be honest with you. Always been Gucci since the day we known this dude. He just always been cut above a lot of the niggas here in Cleveland. So shout out to DJ Ice for having that one. I never tell y'all where the Dolce Leaf Company be having theirs at, because good pop-ups treat it like a rave, D. They don't let you know till the day of. They don't want no heat, no extra that or nothing like that. But that's how it is. And if you ain't into the inside, just call me up. I might tell you if you don't know, and we'll get you over there to it. I don't know who this one is.
Somebody probably called me and told me like,
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah. What's up with? Hello? Oh, okay. Yeah. Man, that's so dope. Guess what? Man, you live on the air on the Wreckroom. Say what's up to D Selecta, man. Y'all tune in on YouTube. Oh! Yeah. Look. What up with it? That's my man. Days one on this joint, man. 40 30 studio. Definitely. Yeah, you got it going on right now for sure, man. Yeah, while you on the air there, we was just talking about J. Cool doing the Juneteenth thing. I know you're gonna be there. What you gonna do on the Juneteenth set? Huh? Okay. Yeah. Right. Yeah. That that is so dope, man. And Joppo and them putting this on along with our boy J. Cool. I see him on there, 216, the Legends. So we look forward to see. Thanks, and just to let you know, I'm just gonna say that for everybody. I was gonna wait to tell everybody, but we looking for vendors for the 4030 Art Festival. It's gonna be named something. But on August 9th, there will be a festival on St. Clair, sponsored by Cleveland. Red Lion and the Brown Horse for sure. Overall, under the 4030 studio banner, we gonna get this thing together. Guess who tapped in today, big bro, and said whatever, whenever. DJ Johnny O and the Nerve DJs will be in the house. Cut J.O. is in the. Man, we are really about to make history too, because we ain't even tapped into his artist list and start putting this whole production together. But I know this is gonna be fabulous, man. Shout out to Joe Abrams too and his band. I know they stepped up to the plate too, so this shit gonna be fire. 100%, man. So yeah, that's so dope. Man, that's the absolutely. Shout out to our boy Adam, who on the road but doing great ass shit with the whole Brown Hoist crew. Shout out to St. Clair Superior, everybody that's helping us with that shit too, bro. I mean, Hey man, big shout out to the city of Cleveland, bro. I appreciate y'all. Man, nothing but love, bro. Man, let me tell you, keep man, it really, really shout out, man. Well, we gonna let you get back to it, and we gonna get back to the show, man. That was just that impromptu call in, man. Thanks so much, man. At the right time, we gonna clip it up and get you right on, man. Hey, shout out Red Lion Tattoo. Everybody out there, if you're looking for some good tattoos, 4030 St. Clair. Yes, that's where 4030 Studio come from. 4030 St. Clair. Tap in, man. You can look them up online. Red Lion Tattoo on St. Clair. Make sure you talk to somebody from Red Lion. For days one, that days1.com. Let's go, big bro. All right, big bro. We gonna holler back. All right. Yeah, that's my man, the one and only Days One. He gonna be at that Juneteenth section event at Kane Park this weekend on the 13th. J. Cool gonna be up there with the legends of hip hop. I think he just putting this stage together. That's my main man, but we'll see. It's so good shit. So then, I don't know what else coming up. Like, it's Father's Day coming up. Like I say, shout out to all the fathers and even the raggedy fathers, man. I mean, motherfuckers act like somebody really want to be a raggedy father. Everybody ain't built like every goddamn thing. You know, it's some people who had children who just never was cut to be a parent. Is that their fault? You know, I can't really even say that. But if you got life, I think it's a certain amount of gratitude. You can have a sperm donor, egg donor, however you look at those parents, you here with some life through some humans. So appreciate how you got here, whether you like people or not. You know, that's on that. That's what like all the real dads. That's some bullshit when people saying that to me, dude. What do that mean? Real dad. Like some niggas nut don't work. I mean, you know, I call it, man, I call it daddy duty. And when you got a chance to be on daddy duty, which even with you estranged from your kids, if you show up and you supposed to do what you want to do, man, that's all that count, bro. I mean, it's always touching. I've been around y'all since Lil D been Lil D, and I just know, like, that's just the joy of your life. And I mean, I just know that. And for me also, it's like, shit, you want me to get fuck up off this chair right now? Let one of my kids call. And it shows over. So definitely that. But then everybody don't have the same opportunities as some people. That's why I don't like people judging people, thinking everybody came from the same thing. Some people, daddy abused them, and they just don't know how to be a daddy. People don't even think about that. People think, like, why is this dude a bad daddy? Because we just getting, like, some people, and I ain't even going to say brown people be. I hate to be preaching like this. We're going to talk about weed. But when you look back at your granddaddy and who was teaching him how to be a good daddy, and so on and so forth, and when we talking about American dads here in this impoverished system, we got some struggles to get through, bro. Struggle. We don't got good examples. First time we seen like Black Daddy on the damn family was like George Jefferson. You feel me? It's been you know, we don't have. And the first daddy we had like on there like halfway decent, we gonna have to say was the Huxtables, wasn't it? You know, before that it was James Evans, and what was he doing? They used to not let that nigga be the garbage man. And we had Sherman Hemsley, I guess, with he was at least he owned the cleaner. But don't be hard on that. And I ain't so stuck on no race shit, because poverty and bad daddies, me living in rural Ohio is like that. So we'll get off that soapbox, man. Let's talk about some weed. So,
yeah, let's talk about what we just put it up.
All right, man. Weed, decarb some
weed.
weed.
You told me to put it in the oven for 40 minutes.
Yep.
I forgot. You said put the timer on.
40 minutes. We supposed to decarb the weed. And
about a little over an hour. So
yep. And what we're going to go through is we're going to really, like, give y'all some real nerdy science on this stuff, too, man. And we're going to get this over into the Yeah, because the first one we did, Lil D wasn't down here smashing that plate of food. That's a fucking hilarious episode. If you want to watch one straight through and see my man destroy a plate of food.
It's your fault. You see what goes on.
Well, we just was smoke. We were just regular smoking.
Niggas get munchies though. You know?
We was just regular smoking though.
So you saying you just regular smoking don't get hungry?
A lot of days, that's me. That's because I be. There's been a lot of like undergroundness to what weed is. So now we out in the open and we could get it. So what when we put that, when we out in the open with it, we could go get all of the information we need. I always be thinking that weed is a good weed that we smoking right now because it got my brain ahead of my mouth. So I gotta watch myself though. That's wild. So what we did when we It's the ardent decarbonator, and we want to deal with you. I mean, we want to be brand ambassadors. I would be love to showing these people how to do this, not in the oven and using their machine, but until they, I ain't gonna say we gotta be like that, but we need some, we need the special Cleveland edition since we guys dropping this knowledge on people like that. And I'm willing to do seminars and all shit. I ain't gonna prostitute myself all over. Yes, I will. Okay, this is at a gram. And D is nice. I don't go here. I want to go. Let's go a gram point 5 and see if we. I almost want you to put it under your tongue, and then we'll do it like that. We'll see if I can
Keep it under there for how long?
I think we only gotta leave it under there for about 15 minutes. I think we only gotta it's not gonna take long. Let me see what I do with the cheese coffee. Yeah, here's the cheese coffee right here. I don't know if I got no scissors though to cut you down a little piece though, B. You got any scissors around here? I know that's gonna be a tough ass. You got a knife right here? Yeah, cause we just need to I don't want it all in. But then we can keep going. We'll get this. Huh? Pause. Yeah, you ain't catch me, man. Yeah, that's good. Thank you so much. You know I'm old school too out here. A lot of the youngsters like that. But man, y'all gotta be careful with me, man. I don't mean nothing like that, man, at all. But I know stuff sound funny. But come on, gentlemen. Every G out here know if you ain't swinging that way. It do sound messed up. But you really want to hear something messed up, D?
What's that?
Go listen to NWA's first album or really Ice Cube. Any of that West Coast shit that we was loving back then, D, that's so monogamous. It sucked my dick. You telling a dude to suck your dick every 5 seconds on them damn albums, man. But that's what dissing people was. It was like, you remember Mike Tyson got on the stage. Shout out to Mike. I ain't got nothing bad to say. But he was like, I'll make you mine. Oh my God. That's wild. I'm gonna measure this up. We got that gram to the side. I don't got no scissors on that. No, that was yeah, we'll make you a little pouch on this. Well, I'm gonna get this all together and we're gonna weigh this up a little bit because we're gonna show you the next little step over here. Oh yeah, I did have scissors. That's just being high, D. You know I had them and didn't have them. You know I did, but that's a real effect, everybody. Me and D smoke a lot, and I'm gonna tell you, certain weed.
Short term memory loss. I don't care who you are. You temporarily not as smart as you could be. It's not that you not smart. For me, and I don't think it's for everybody, you just don't go into your memory good. So these extra strings ain't good. But
We're gonna make it a nice little pouch right here. That's the 1.5. I just don't want to slosh it all the way around. But then you can just go straight down and chew it and eat it too. You can sprinkle this in the salad. Which one you want? You like the ride. I would just tell you to eat it. But I'm curious about if we put it under your tongue in 15 minutes, if you're going to feel some effects. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Willis, what up, bro?
All right. We appreciate everybody sliding in. So I just made it a little pouch on there. What string you got me on, big boy? Okay. Yeah.
so you look at this, I just gave him a little a chewable. Put it under your tongue or your chin. This is called instant edibles. This is nothing but the decarbonated weed. And like I said, when you decarbonate it, you are activating the THC, but you're not taking it to combustion. Soon as you light this shit on fire, it's over. You burning up everything good. There's a little package right there, and then oh, you got this your pack. You could just use it like the skull. You know, if you was gonna dip.
So just put this whole thing under my tongue.
Yeah, you can put it under your tongue or on your jaw. I think it's like I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna tell you exactly so we could try it according to the thing. I think we only on uh I'm gonna say I'm gonna tell you right now, and I'm still in this off our homegirls thing. So as much as I'm gonna tell you, it's art. So I do just want that thing. Go low and slow. It said I'm gonna tell you right now. It give you know your doses. It said you can use a little as 1 gram for 150 milligrams of active ingredient, but it's gonna be slightly less than that since you are using it under your tongue this time. So 1 gram, if you ate 1 gram of it, that's like a equivalent to 1 gram is gonna be equivalent to 150 milligrams. And let me tell you, it's factors in this. And trust me, y'all, we are not scientists. We ain't nobody like this shit is advice. This is not no shit. It ain't no calculation. Cause I'll tell you the other factor with everything in this world, ain't no two people alike. So to just say that one thing activates or do something in another person is dumb. It is some generalities, like we all breathe oxygen. You could say that shit, yeah. But I bet you it's somebody allergic
The
to that shit.
oxygen somehow y'all gotta get some special treatment. You can't breathe. That's what I do know about life as far as we got it. So being precise, we measuring it. Shit, D, that's a little more than
I feel like I'm from a poop pool or something.
Oh yeah, you only got like okay. I'm gonna tell you how long the onset.
Damn, both of in my home.
Yeah, but I could have grinded it up better. We is on some gangster shit right here, big bro. I appreciate you for doing it. Cause really, to be honest with you, the way you eat weed, I would just let you eat it all though. So we got, I think we on about 40 grams of dry material. I'm gonna bring the crock pot over. Switch me off. I'm gonna get over here and see if I can put the crock pot over on here. I'm gonna show y'all the next little step in what we're doing here, especially from the homeboy hookup network. How you gonna do this at the house? Move my scale off with household ingredients and just getting it together. I'm gonna give y'all some. It is a way to get more yield out of that, and that's called soy lichen. It's Lichen, soy lichen, and you add that to it, and what you're doing is adding a fat molecule in it. Man, don't tell me I might have to get some. I thought it was gonna burn myself. No, I'm not. It was gonna be hot. So I just got regular coconut oil, and at this stage you gotta. This is activated. Give me on the 4-pack, I think. Okay, I think you got your activated weed. Now you got to make a decision what you kind of want to do. If you, in my opinion, if you're gonna make gummies in general, eat it. Coconut oil is good. If you're gonna rub it on yourself, any topical like that, coconut oil is so greasy. Like if you rub coconut oil on yourself right now, you'll see what it do. I rub coconut oil on myself with this right now, and you'll see it's kind of greasy. So it's not the best topical. The best topical we were using was with shea butter, and I just go to a lotion. Shout out to my little princess, Shea Doctor. That's my baby. That's my daughter. That's not my daughter. The way I see it, I love her like my niece and my daughter all in one. But shout out to Seisha. She make a lot of the oils, and she uses shea butter, and it makes it a little bit cool. So what I'm gonna do with this is, I know we can say this 14 ounces right there. So technically, we should be putting about 7 to 10 grams into the oil. But I know D. D likes to go. He is not playing around. He want to get to this. So I'm gonna even just rough it out and give him half. I'm gonna give him about 20 grams of thing. I'm just gonna back measure it. And guess what we gotta do after that, dude? I'm gonna leave some so you can do whatever you want with your activated weed. Yeah. So we just got this. In this crock pot is nothing but water and it's been on low. And the only reason it was on low is just so we could just loosen up the coconut oil, just so we could put it right on top of the thing. And at this stage, it's the same thing. That's why we used to, at this stage, the Butter Magic, which is the tool that you can buy that's not ardent, will start blending it up. And it be pulsating up and it be blending it up and it make it more of like a puree in there, right? I like that, and trust me.
Too hot to pick the whole thing up? So you see it on camera?
There you go.
Put it on the desk.
Okay. Over here. So you could do this in a mason jar. You know, you could decarb your weed. You don't even need the tray. You could, a lot of people decarb right in a mason jar. The same method in the water. Drop your oil right in there. And then now this is the process. This is when you would add the soy lichen in there. I put about a tablespoon of powder or liquid. Liquid, a lot of times, it's the difference between liquid soy lichen and powder soy lichen is a taste. Because it is a taste between the two of them. And you can use that to your advantage. The more neutral of the two, believe it or not, is the powder. And the only reason you add that, D, is so because the THC modules, you need fat in the oil for the THC to get transferred to. Believe it or not, if we was gonna cook certain meals, this would be enough. Yeah, ghee is definitely way up on the list. Listen, sometimes if we was cooking gourmet, like if I was gonna cook for you like all day, and at the end of it, I want you to be 150 millimeters high. I said drunk. I might strain this off right here. That might be long enough, to be honest with you. You can already see if you saw how clear this was. It was just regular coconut oil, and you can already see like if you've seen it through these lights, you can already see like the chlorophyll is getting transferred into the oil already. But that's when the heat process. We're gonna look it up together, but like a lot of people at this stage go like a long time. But a long time lets more plant matter get into the flavor of what you're doing. Does that make sense? Like if you use that there and like put it in the crock pot style and just let it sit.
So the longer it sits, it tastes more like weed.
Correct. But it will increase your dosage to a certain amount too. Like you just gotta squeeze it all out. I'm gonna put this back under power though, and it's just in the water bath. This is just I swear we put this all together. Did tell you. Like we got all of this stuff together. I'm like, you got a crock pot. He was like, really? I was like, yeah, you got a crock pot and an oven. You can take a bag of any weed you want. So the next time you buy onion, you can take weed and just eat it. You can sprinkle this over the top of a salad with some vinaigrette. You feel me? You got a lot of options that you can do right now with decarbonated weed. I'm gonna see if I can show y'all what this is. This weed is activated. It might look like shake or whatever, but bro, don't disrespect that shit. Remember, it was like a gram of this eaten is approximately 150 milligrams. I'm gonna say why you have to say approximate is because it's different weed strain. Some weed is 17, some weed is 21. So those is the factors where I tell you have to be careful. And let me tell you, like I always say on here, dude, how serious am I about this? Every time I come on here, don't I tell you, I would be remiss to tell you that you can eat too much weed. Everybody have a weed story. You must go low and slow. Ask me what I mean about that, dude. Microdoses. If you are a rookie, do not sit there and go blow for blow with these selecta the tech record. You hear what I'm saying? This dude is experienced. Here you go. This is your decarbolated weed. Show them on your camera exactly like that. That's like activated, bro. And everything you say on the Insta edibles, that's what it is. D in a pinch, guess what? You really roll that up now. If you really want to get to it, it's gonna taste nasty as shit. But now you can put now with that, with the instant edibles, you got crazy stuff. You can just put it. There's so much. You can grind your plant material coarse or as finely as you want it. Enjoy it leafy, flaky in your salad, but if you prefer a finger grind, we'll mix it in the batter, sauce, beverage, or capsule. So you could grind that up in the powder. So say you on the budget, D. You know you going to school, but you like, man, I ain't gonna smoke it. I'm gonna like decarbonate me a little gram or two in the damn oven. Put it in a capsule, and you will kick yourself in the ass. I mean, like literally. That's why I say, like, D, I know you. Like, you like edibles, but now that you know you can get your own edibles out this, I don't think you're gonna do it. It really is, because this is what it's about, like saving you money. And don't get me wrong, people that make rosin extract gummies, that's all the gummies you're gonna get from me. I got an example of a rosin extract gummy. So you gotta get like a good brand of gummies, and you gotta make sure that it's rosin extract. You don't want to see that it's distillate. Some distillate extract is okay for this, but you really want a company that's gonna make a rosin extract. That's making bubble hash first and then doing this. So it get rid of all the leafy matter and really only making their gummies out of all trichomes. And actually what we're looking for in our extract from the bubble, from our water bath over there, is the trichomes attached into the fat modules in the coconut oil. That's another reason why you use coconut. You want to see these? Oh yeah, he about to buy them. Them ain't coming back for me. That was almost. Let me stick you up, Will. Did y'all hear that?
I'm going to take this out of my mouth.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
15 minutes? Were you in? For how long you think we had it in there?
That shit's nasty.
It do taste nasty.
Nasty as hell.
It tastes it is. But even if you use you got about a 30-minute uptake, and we'll see. And we probably gonna smoke a joint or two, so don't get too itchy on that. Huh? See that motherfucker? I knew that was happening. Do you see how easy that was? Let me tell you how to. I told y'all. I saw that. I participated in my own robbery. Right? You ain't never see that. That was some slick ass shit, wasn't it? Yeah, we got robbed on camera. It just happened. So now, when you got that plant matter now in the morning, you could just sprinkle that on a bagel. Take a half a gram if you a rookie to it. If you a rookie to it, you should only be trying about 5 milligrams. You have to go low and slow. That's low dosage. 5 milligrams. You cannot just start at a 20 gram. I mean, it's like, put it to you like this. When you go to the amusement park when you little, you ride the baby ride. The older you get, then you can stand in line and go on the big boy. If you go on that big boy when you a little kid, that bitch gonna turn your stomach. Same thing with them gummies. You go over there on the big dog ride and you ain't got experience, that bitch might rock you around. One day you might get a hold of it and it won't scare you. But the first day, I know when my big brother punked me out as soon as I was tall enough, I don't even know what it was. The Gemini, the Beast, or the Double Loop, or Corkscrew, whatever it was, my stomach was, it was a little much. But afterwards, I love roller coasters. It's sort of like that with eating gummies. But if you go too fast, out the gate, you'll never do gummies again. You'll lose a whole you'll lose a whole good part of eating weed. Eating weed is probably one of the more therapeutic things for me. Man, I'm trying to tell you. It really do. And guess why I eat weed a whole poop ton? It's because of my bad back. I usually don't like to get like D because I like it to work to not make me think about my back hurting all day. So I'm only eating about 10 to 15 a day. And he'll tell you, like, I just won't, I eat them with him. He know I eat them with him. Just, if we was out on the weekend, and, he's like, Will, it's on. But normally, so I get pain relief, I can't eat that much. If I feel like I'm buzzed off of edibles, I'm not getting the therapy that I need. It's right below that for me. And I found out by microdosing by taking 5 milligrams at a time in reverse. And I was already up to eating 50 with him every time. Like I eat 25 just because it was sitting in my ashtray. You know what I'm saying? I just, what's that there? And I would usually just eat stuff. But now for therapy, I get up in the morning and I eat sativa gummy, 15 milligrams. So I don't sit there and think about my back hurting. And it worked good with Advil just with me. So it's a lot. That's my experience with that. That ain't gonna be everybody. And these do very well. Like he really can eat high test, and he know I've been getting killer ass gummies. He know what he got back there because we get some high test ass shit, and he could eat a decent amount. And D is not a little guy. It's another thing that I don't know all the way is in there, but weight and body mass and how much blood in your stream, that probably is playing some effects on how it's going around your body. I figure somebody that's little it might be too much for you, but I can't say that for everybody. So you have to just go low and slow. That's the main thing that I'm telling you is go low and slow with any of these edibles. Well, really with anything you're doing and you trying out, you need to like know what you're doing. Just hands down, like just straight up. So now you got your weed, we over there, and the best thing also when you doing something like this is me and D, you need to guinea pig yourself. the surefire way to know D, one of us need to do it. Who know what 25 milligrams of edibles feel like? You know what I mean? Like I use you all the time. Like, well, how was those, D? You're like, oh, them shits is right. And when you say that, I know where they at. They at the top of the mark. You know what I mean? Like, oh, he ain't playing. And when you say that, they all right. I know that might not be the stuff we want. So you gotta know your dose, like he know his dose, man. Like he know what 100, and that's when we get some packages with fake labeling on it is not good. Cause he'll tell you right now, I think we all will tell you, normal people, nobody, you abnormal if you can eat 600 milligrams of the edibles that I be having. You just ain't gonna do it, bro. I mean, you can, but it's gonna be, you might have a little bit of episode. I think it.
Like the time, when you first gave me him.
Yeah.
Everybody left me outside, laying on the car. I couldn't move. And I had to call you in the
Yeah.
morning and apologize to you. And I'm like,
that
shit
was
was nice. I'm not saying it wasn't shit, but that shit snuck up on me.
yeah.
So I ate the whole bag.
Yeah, he ate 125. It was 25 a thing. Now these are the ones I really don't care for these bags, right? Because we should not be promoting to kids. You know, you gotta be careful with that. So you guys out there, y'all gotta go a little bit. We grown, man. Y'all gotta make them not look so. I saw those, and when I see those, I get them off the street because I don't like. You can't promote to the kids. We gotta watch that. So, because I agree with the government on that. You know, they'll get that, and the bad ones gonna find that shit any goddamn way. But you don't need to make it like so attractive that the people who might not even know what it is accidentally fucking eat that shit because it ain't gonna be no good with that. So definitely, like, in the industry, I would like to see that regulated. That's when I agree with that though, D, like 100%. Like it's just you know what 600 milligrams would do to a little 3-year-old kid if he ate that whole bag of shit, bro. Man, that nigga, y'all gonna be in the hospital with that dude for 6 days, and y'all might, and you know they're gonna check your damn ass in, because that's why in the state of Ohio, it need to be a separation between your weed and the children. It should be a lock and key between them, and that's just good parenting. Trust me, if your little badass kids got your damn DNA, they smoking your weed. Hell yeah. And even when you get your little lockbox on the table, if you think them little slick ass niggas ain't watched Google and fucking pop your lock, they probably scan their phone over your shit. Your shit pop open, man. That's so crazy, man. But it's real, man. You know, we doing the crock pot thing. So where we at now is a lot of people like that other part. Like if you didn't have nothing else but a crock pot, you know you could decarb in the crock pot, D? 212 degrees, that same water bath, we could have put the raw weed in there, just like we just did it, and left it for the 40-45 minutes at a low temperature, and it would do the same. But let me tell you, the best out of all my experience is in a toaster oven. Nothing beats the toaster oven. Not to me. I mean, wait, the art machine, when they give us our sponsorship, I might sing a different song. Because I have not tested out their new project. Hint, hint, send me a new damn product and we'll try it out here on air. We'll do the whole damn thing and we'll do some good instructional videos with people sitting there too. So the art, it is a purpose-made decarb machine, but let me tell you, my experience, because the reason why I think the toaster oven is the best is because the area that is keeping the temperature is smaller than the big oven, if that makes sense to you. So the toaster oven only got an opening about this big, right? So when you put that mug on 220 there, it be hold steady at 220. I think it's more precise than that. The oven, you know, is so much outside atmosphere that you'll hear even at 220, it like kick on, kick off. Kick on, kick off. That's why I think the thing. And it's the same thing with the water bath. I think the water bath might be a more consistent with the sous vide situation over there. But
How long you say it's gonna sit in there?
we gonna tell you the infusion. Yep, we gonna tell you. I'm gonna say the infusion step. A lot of people said a 1-to-1 ratio is what she said. I know better than that. You should be very careful, and that's if you ain't doing everything like adding soy lysine and things like that. You know, it's some things. We'll get in that. I think I mentioned soy lysine, adding an extra fat molecule to oil or olive oil, or even like if we was using olive oil, which I recommend probably, I don't know, avocado oil did not do bad. Grapeseed oil was not so loosey. And if you add that to the extraction process, even with soy lysine, you add in more fat modules that the THC can stick onto. It's just what is you add the soy lysine. I just brain fart on acid. You add more soy lysine into the oil so it can make more fat modules so the THC can stick to it. That's crazy that I couldn't get stick to it on my mouth, but it did. That's another thing. Smoking weed. That means you need to light up this one. This one's some other weed. You get that one. So let me think about time. I really think it's only about like an hour at most, but you can let it go. Like I said, if you're not doing it for, like I know you, maximum effect is what you want. Yeah, that's what I'm saying for you. Yeah, and Dia get over the taste for the effect too. Trust me on that. I know who he is. And sometimes I will too. A lot of times I like weed that tastes good, but guess what I'd rather have? Weed to get me high, even if it tastes nasty.
Right.
We probably.
It tastes great, but if it ain't doing shit,
But if it ain't doing shit,
I'm good.
I'm good. Give me that hard shit and we gonna get high. I'm over here exactly with you. I'm looking for the let me see if I can find this other thing on a thing. Here's some of the other oils that the thing said. Like you said, the common infusion mediums, butter, ghee, most oil, you probably have one of these on yourself. Olive oil, coconut oil, avocado oil, MCT oil, canola oil, grapeseed oil, etc. You can put this infused in milk and cream right now. So that is all available to you. Let me see if they're gonna tell me under the sleeve what the it's just hard because after you do that, they just sell you a sleeve that you put in there to use your art. And it's just like we did. You could do it all in the crock pot, dude. You could just sit right there, put the crock pot in there, wait your hour, keep it at 212 degrees Fahrenheit, and then after that, add your oil into it, let it rock for another hour, and then you like really good to go. And then you're gonna get that. What do you think about that under the tongue thing?
You know, I'm feeling it.
No shit. See, now I'm gonna tell y'all right now, for 15 minutes, for this dude who's experienced it, this is live on air. This ain't no edit, we ain't blicky step. Hope it's recording and super good and straight through. I know our live is hitty smitty, but we gonna like get this on the recording. We just did it right in front of you. That's just proof, like instant edibles. People don't understand. Raw weed won't get you high. If you do what we just did, and now I just turned my man on to a little bit of whenever he want to go to get high now, he got that. And then when we get through this coconut thing, it's so easy for him to use this extracted oil so he can make edibles. He gonna make some gummies. He not even. I got a feeling that his brother gonna spread it on a piece of toast with some garlic and he out. He might just tablespoon that mug.
I cook with scrambled eggs. I mean, everything I cook,
Oh yeah, and that is the best. And let me tell you, at cost, you see what I had. That amount of weed, really, I grew that myself for that. It's really like the popcorn buds. That's what I say. That's what people go when you go up to Michigan and you want to stretch your money out. That shake bag of weed tastes like shit when you smoke it. But if you cook it with your oil and did exactly what I did, you'll never buy. You will stop buying edibles. The only thing edibles is cool for me now is convenient. Cause me myself, I got sativa sugar at my house, and I keep it for my back. I just like that. I gotta like have it. So I'm like everybody else. It's a little teaspoon in my coffee in the morning. And I'm Gucci, bro. You feel me? Like I've been like that, and I was on oxycodone to take care of back pain. And with this right here, I just do not sit there and think about how bad my back hurt. That's what I think is tricking my brain out. That I'm not just sitting there. And then you tell me if it ain't doing something for you. You know me, goddamn. As a matter of fact, I rubbed me one time to see if you could get high off rubbing too much oil on you. What you think, dude? Yeah, Cottonmouth came and got my ass so bad, D. I was like, oh, I fucked around. Like, I probably got out the bath one day and it was sitting there on the counter. I was like, I wonder if I lotioned up with this whole shit the whole damn day. What did it do? And I make the shit, so I'm like, oh, let me get to it. A little too much, D. Use that shit like topical. It's a hell of a way to go in your bloodstream, though. You know what I mean? Like, it still give you an edible high, but boy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, oh my God, But it did give me the craziest body buzz too, though. It was wow, this body buzz. Like I felt like I had a vibrating point. Like it was like ooh, that was a trip. But remember, man, here's some I'm gonna give y'all some tips after we talk about the thing, and this is from the Arden people over here. Infusing 3.5 grams into 4 tablespoons of butter using traditional cooking method will yield 8 pieces, about 15 doses, and we're talking about cookies. Infusing 3.5 grams using decarbonation with 8 pieces a yield 56. So that's what I'm saying. Like how technical and precise you get. You see that variant in there, man? On using butter in traditional cooking methods. And what they mean by that is how niggas used to just throw the damn weed in the crock pot for 5 days. And if it got up to 112, that was good. And then you got like toe up. But they used to leave that bit. We used to leave that shit on there till it was brown. That shit was deadly, bro. Used to tear us up, bro. Oh yeah, that's like that's the shit. Well shit, man, that what you got? You got any questions on the
decarbonation, and what would you think about that overall? You went through the
decarbonation, and what would you think about that overall? You went through the whole process. Is it more than you thought it was gonna be? Is it too hard? The next stage, really, after you get it out of there, is nothing but straining it, bro. Okay. You ready to eat one of them? Oh shit.
but
Now you ain't gonna be able to tell me how the pouch did. The pouch that you took. But now you gonna be toe up. You just a glutton. I shouldn't have showed you that shit. That's D over here. Now he like on top of. So, but he experienced, and God bless him. Gotta go part of his bit. So that's real cool. And shout out to we went out to that Rising Fest, man. Shout out to the boys over at Juice Box, man. They made some great pens. D done tried out one of these, man, and small batch dudes out of Michigan. Really like hanging out with them dudes, man. Look those guys up. Juice Boxes coming. They was washing resin, and they Rising. They had some of the fucking fire ass shit up there, man. They did a fucking great ass job, bro. What you think about they pen, bro?
I like that one and Diamond.
Yeah. So that was the difference. D got some. I had got some real THC diamond shit. At first, I wasn't over there, but it's really real. They use a real THC out of Cali to make real diamonds out of real THC. And I was hard on them dudes because I really only seen people faking getting the diamonds out of CBD and other lower weed, and I was like a little bit not there with it. But then I see people who make diamonds. The issue that I got with that D is when you make diamonds, and people who don't know, this is an education for you. Diamonds is nothing but pure THC. They don't want nothing else. No Delta 9, no nothing. You're using a process to get straight to pure THC, and that's a THC diamond. It's going to be sort of like the trichome, but without all of the rest of the flavor and the characteristics that might be in the trichome, right? Trichome is that little, what we think is crystals that's on top of the plant. That's the trichome. So they just isolating everything out of that down to the THC, right? It was very good. So we got 17, 21%. But once you get to 100% THC, that's what you got. And that's what diamond isolate. To go through all of that process to get to a diamond isolate, guess what the first thing people use? Do you use a diamond isolate just by itself? I don't know too many people that do. I just don't know too many people who say, let me go smoke some diamond isolate. Ain't nobody like, even if you snow cap, and that's when we used to put keef on top of our bowl and light the keef off, it tastes real good. That's just smoking a lot of trichome. So even when you're doing that with diamonds, and that might be what you might make a, what's the 3-part weed? Not snow caps, but I think the dudes used to make that from corrupt moon. God damn, I can't call it. Moon rocks. When you're making moon rocks, that's weed, hash oil, rolled in keef. So that's like so much THC. That used to be some of the highest shit when you make that high end. So when you making diamond isolate, you even adding that on the outside of some moon rocks, it's almost overcooking the goose if you really ask me. But people like to go for it. I like it in the carts because you see people can make it. And I know what they doing. The problem I got with it be, you get all the way to that. No, you add flavor back to it.
So you talking about these cards right here?
Yeah, let me see which one. No, the one I got you.
Oh,
Any of them. Yeah. No, the diamond, the certain brand diamond isolate cart, the disposable carts. Like usually they disposable because they got anything in there. But carts, it don't make a difference really what style of carts. It really is what's in the cart that counts. And what's in the cart to get to the diamond, that isolated thing, people add flavor back to it. So you strip all the flavor out of it to make it into a THC diamond. So true, you do know you at a good 100% THC. So I guess that's a good value to know. But then to make it digestible for people to like, you adding terpenes back to it. You adding flavonoids back to it. You mixing diamond isolate back in with live rosin or live resin.
so it's not good?
Yes, if you low on THC, but I really feel like it's enough people growing enough good weed that you should just be making rosin pens. I mean, I think rosin pens. It's like, I guess it's people like you that just want a super shot in the arm. Like, I just want to be fucked up. Like, I need to be faced every fucking time. I guess that's what you're doing, but shit, if we smoke some of this Zors with you, we'll smoke when I'm going out the door. I ain't even smoking it all with you because I gotta drive home. This weed's strong as fuck. It's got so much THC in it. I don't know why you would want to even do anything but that, and that's and that's me too. And there you go. That's a perfect example of my smoking habits is not your smoking habits. My taste ain't your taste. That's why everybody would say, like, all of this is suggestive, and how it affect D is not how it affect me. D is a recreational edible weed. And not only that, I think some of it is for therapy also. Well, he admitted it not, because he go at it. And we had to get to a certain place. And some niggas just can't take a vacation but need a fucking break. And they need to just take an extra amount so they can like get off to themselves just so you can get your brains back in here. And, you know, it's a lot of people use it a lot of different ways though. So how you individual people, like I said, low dosage for me, I don't like to blow my monkey off the top because it's giving me so much pain relief right now that that's what I need. I don't want to like recreational use it right now at all because I'm therapy using it. It's not like I would, and that's the funniest thing about that. You think it would be backwards, wouldn't you? Be like, the less I use, the less medicine it'll be giving me, right? No, bro. You just gotta go right under getting high, especially for me. Right under getting high, D, like 15 milligrams, like that part that you'd be like, Like I just need a little more, and I'll start. I'll be right there. Like you want to be right underneath that, and that's when it's like sweet. It's sweet to be, and it just so good. But we're gonna get this. Like we're gonna keep this on time. I know we could check back when we put that in there, and D gonna let that bitch go for a long ass time. We're gonna strain that off through the cheesecloth, and I know he gonna have it. It's gonna be strong as shit too. And he could get to that, man. So I think I don't think we got too much more. I don't know. Cody gonna show up. We definitely got some good week. Well, I don't know if you want to go through. I can show you. I did bring the pre-roll machine, and I was gonna show y'all really how to make some stuff, some cones with the shaker, and show y'all what's really some of the services we got. What time we got there? How long we been kicking? Oh yeah, it be losing time. So we yeah, it's all good, but we good with the pot. That's why we having a good ass pot shop. Don't nobody give a shit, cause we high as hell too. It ain't easy. Y'all think fucking remember shit. So some of you people might be blessed like that. That ain't me smoking this good ass weed. Cause this shit right there. What's that last one we smoked? God damn. It might be super glue, but God, like, whoa, that's got a lot of THC in here. You take. That's why they came back to you. You ain't gotta pass that bitch back to me. Swear to God. Sometimes I gotta remember what I'm.
Tell me twice, bro.
Yeah, I gotta remember what the hell I'm doing on the thing. We're gonna show you a little bit about the process of. We'll do the best we can. Let's see what the table can help. Huh? Yeah, we can go on the 4-pack. I'm gonna show you a little bit of things. They ain't giving us no money neither, but we got one of the world's biggest grinders. I like this when I'm making small batches, and Dia tell you I got almost all the weed gadgets in the whole goddamn history of the world. Yeah, this is this grinder right here is when you making a lot of pre-rolls, and to me it's more control, and we're gonna make
Before you pour that in,
mm-hmm.
the top of that.
The top of it. Oh yeah. So this is a diamond cut grinder, and it's a new grinder out now that's a flour grinder. So if these guys made us an insert to convert this into a flour grinder, that would be even sweeter. And the flour grinder just got a different set of screens. But crosscut is bend away so you can kind of like tear the weed instead of like, that's where we're supposed to be, like tearing it so you got more cross section of the weed, which exposes more trichomes is what it's going to be. But that's when we went to these over pins and just straight pins. It used to just be like that. I thought it was a thing, tearing it versus cutting. So it was just a big thing that I don't know which one we're supposed to be doing all the way right now, but the science is out of it. To me, it's the moisture level. Knowing your weed is the most important thing you need to do. You gotta know if you got dry weed, you gotta know if you got moist weed, on what kind of grind you're gonna put on it. I find that especially for when you making pre-rolls out of stuff too. I think I got another bag. Let's see. I think I got another little bit of fake bag. Yeah. That's why you should get high. Okay. No, that's why you should get high. That's what we probably smoking a fucking pink cup. And we're gonna put that in it too. So I'll tell y'all a little secret about a grinder too. If you start on the bottom D, you can get more of a grind on it. And what I mean by that, I'm glad I got this. Can you see me on the low camera? Okay. Let me try to get this up on the table. It's this mat that's not moving this thing over. This is a good company. It's a whole ass case that come with this grinder. A grinder like this, they better come with a big ass case.
Something like that,
You'll have to look it up. Do you tell me? Compton Grinders made in the USA. Look up Compton Grinders, CG Grinders. I get a lot of products to try out. I don't buy shit too much, man. I'm frugal as you are. Some people in the industry send me stuff to give them their opinion and feedback on. Sometimes I could tell y'all about it. Sometimes I can't because they hold you to seek. They make you sign off on shit. So I'm like mixing with a big boy. Yeah, is it one that actually come up for Compton Grinders? See, I should have waited. I still got a chance to. This is the way you can always be precise. Is you do need to know the weights and stuff. You can't be accurate, and that's the little. I ain't gonna say nerd in me or whatever, but it's just really guess what that is, dude. Is you clocking your dollars. If you weigh everything out, you can't get cheated though. Nah, most of the time. I do it for games, yeah. I know I just said it down. I think I had it on. That is some real hot man. I can't lose it. It's close to me. I just thought I was done with it and I put it away. Well, I'm just gonna have to eyeball it. I'm pretty much man. Let me see, cause I just gotta know how many papers I got. Really? That's what it's gonna be the difference. I only got like 4. That's a lot. You like sitting down and get it out poking through your holes and going all the way through. You can get a better grind more to your consistency, and then you can flip it over and use your hose for another filter to let things go through on at the level you want. So I would like it a little more grind than that, but it seemed a little dusty because one of these weeds was a little bit dry. So you want to make sure you got to think about what you grinding this for. You're not gonna put it in a bowl. We're gonna put these in joints. So I'm just gonna leave it on this side. That's a little secret to just to get it a little closer. Then I just come and I get it back. Put it right back onto the grinder. And I'll show you how nice the Compton grinder is. Just grind it around. And this, depending on the kind of weed you do this with, wet weed sometimes don't work good. I see that everything didn't go through. But when it do go through, this grade in here almost makes a perfect smokable grind when it goes through this level of hose. I kid you not, it's like really outstanding. And if the power go out, guess what? You still grind. A little chunky, but guess what? That's gonna be all right. Well, when you shake down the weed, when you see the next step, everything that they go, I'm just gonna push it along. This over to the side. I'm gonna bring the tray up here. Got this out. Like right now, if I was at the house or at my lab, I would be rinsing all my parts out with 99 ISO alcohol to keep it separate. So I'm gonna separate. That's that freaking pink rinse right there. That pink plug. That's just strong. I don't know what that is. That's some pink plug. Let me rinse it back there. So then we dump this all out, then we're kind of done with the grinder. And this do up to about, it do about an ounce or so at a time. So for no power, and it gives you control where you can feel if you use it a while. It's sort of like if you're not like making like a lot, it's sort of like overkill. But if you want something slick as fuck sitting on your damn coffee table, if one of you dudes want to treat your daddy good for some shit he ain't got right now to blow his mind, if he a pothead, would you like this for a Father's Day gift, B? That might get a tear out some of the pothead daddies that I'm gonna pick up the case and show y'all how nice they ship this to you too. They don't mess around. If you paying, I think a long time ago, I ain't gonna say a long time, a couple years ago, this damn thing was about $400-500, maybe $600. You see the case, Steve? Yeah, they got you in your own little case. Yeah, nah, this is weed stuff, bro. Yeah, so they ain't like slacking on you, you know what I mean? Like, it's a nice piece of gear, and if they gonna give you protection for it, man, you travel good. The rubber mat is very, very nice. It hold that thing in place, and like I said, it really, like with wetter weed, it do marvelous, man. Like when I say it gets you right to where you're going to, it really gets you a nice grind. So if you can look back at the end of the table, like at this stage right here, I don't care who you is. At home, I got a whole different system machine at this stage that we would go through. I would make sure I run this through a sifter that I make sure nothing is sharp that's gonna break the side of a cone. But that's if I'm making this grind right here just for those pre-rolls. We're gonna put it in the machine. So I'm just gonna go through and do a little quality control. I'm just looking for something like that stick that I could feel, or if I could see something like that, that would be sticking the side of your weed. That's any time you're gonna stuff a cone, just like I do with the stick when I show y'all with the hand. You should just go through this process right here to make sure it's not a stick. Even if you get a stick in the cone, you can shake it around, and if you can get it to go up and down, you don't have to dump the whole cone out. But you know what it is, dude. If it's sticking out the side of that paper, that bitch gonna bust through, bro. It's gonna bust through. You add some pressure to that bitch, it's gonna bust through. So that was another little piece right there. We just got that out. I gotta get one more machine over here. I don't know if we gonna be able to do this on the table, but we're gonna give it the old college try. I'm gonna set the weed off to the side and bring. I need to get this paper before we get this up here. Woo! Get out there, and it's gonna shake too, dude. I might over Wreckroom Studios a damn chair here in a minute. Woo! It's real hot, that shit. I need that shit on the fucking queue, man. I want that like on a button. Oh, it's ready to go. We got the. Oh, we about to make. We about to show y'all something, man. We ain't on here just like. You don't get this on every damn weed show, do you? I mean, if y'all look around the damn world and see how we gonna get down, who else is showing you this much information? Okay, I gotta move over. I can't put it on my lap, it's too heavy. I'm gonna have to move the cat. Move.
No, it's cool, but you can see it on screen in the next.
Okay. We'll go over it. I just gotta get these papers right. Here's all I'm doing to make sure my top is open. So this is a cone king, and all this is more like a shake box. And it's a lot of ways. Probably, you can manually make a shake box. I see you got your sharpshooter over there, and this ain't nothing but a honeycomb piece. I need somebody who 3D print and get in contact with me, please. I want you to make me some specialty ones, so I got some ideas for you. Because they sell you these pieces. These pieces that make different things. This is made for king size cone. This it's a shake box. It's to make you can put this many joints in here, and then we're gonna put weed over the top of it, and then it's just gonna be like a shake box. Yeah, it's gonna fill them up. So if we was using a king size cone, we would use this box right here. Because the cone.
Each layer is for a different size cone.
No. In essence, yes. That only fit with this. 99 only go with that king size. So they get you coming or going though. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then the 1/4, the 1/4s don't work in here somehow, not really good. You think, oh, I could just drop anything in here. And this don't do like straight, like anything like, say you was gonna do black and miles in here, it wouldn't work because the inside of this tray right here is getting narrow to big. You see that? All right, see that? It's just like a cone. So we just dropping that cone in there. You see how far it go through? So this is gonna sit on the back of a shaker plate right here, and that's all it is. It ain't nothing more crazy than that. But a big ass shaker down there. And we just gonna get the cones in there, and I'll show you guys some secrets. Usually, I'm coming in and one day when we do a little bit bigger, if you over 21, if you like and subscribe to our podcast and share this out there, we'll get you all together. We gonna do this thing. We gonna have an event that y'all can come out, and we do this service for people too. So all you dispensaries, like if you want to do your CBD stuff and anything legal. If you want me to come do your legal grow, because you can't roll weed, come see me. This is what I do for a lot of industry people, a lot of people in it. I can't really like tell you because there's NDAs, but I can't tell you how many companies I do this for. But I do this like privately for a lot of companies, and it's not that it's just that I get good to. And this is just me rehabbing the paper. I just did it so much that what I'm doing right there, when you got an old paper, I want to make sure my lid is open. That's how you bring back any paper, dude. You see that? Like, it don't make a difference how old the paper is. I hope that's coming through good. And that's how you just to give it a little bit of life with the cone. You get a little bit of cone life right with it. You just like stuffing them in there. We ain't gonna stuff it all because it'll be, yeah, I'll do it eventually because just to show you.
How many do a hold?
176. So you can make 176 at a time. What I like to do after that, it's just, I usually be standing all the way up over it. And I'm glad I did because I missed my hole. I skipped my hole. Usually if I'm doing small batches, I would put a piece of paper over it so I could block some of this off. You just want to make, see, that would be a bad one if it was bent over like that. But doing this a long time, like when you rich it, I'm doing this for customers. That's why I got the raw box and the cones that stay separated like that. I would hate to get a box of cones and all of the tops was pinched in when I'm doing this service right here. Because it's tapered down, and the bigger it's open, the more weed is going to go right in it. So I'm good over to the first 5 right here. I know it's going to be tough for y'all to see. But a little secret to even making any cones is just like I do when I tell you stuff them. I always say, set the tip. If you set the tip, I don't think you can go wrong if you set the tip. This is the only preloading of this thing I like to do. I just learned over the year that if you just set the tip with a little bit of weed and get your tip like with a good base and not, it will not allow like an ash to fall on your lap. When you don't set the tip, it's just not a good smoke, especially with a cone. I know that that's a secret. So I probably added, you can see how much I added. I say that was probably about 4. I would say it was probably about 4 grams all together, maybe even on that thing. So right now, I would just turn this on low. I haven't used this weed yet. We'll get the top back. Put the little top on it right here so the weed don't jump out the top of it. And I know it's backwards. I can't see exactly what I'm doing, but I know it's going to turn on about 12 or 13. And then I'm just going to let it like go for like about a minute on low right here. And I'm just setting the tip. Usually, I got these timers at my house. Like, I know at this one right here, like, after you do an experiment with the weed to see what's best for it, then you can just run it in mass. So it's just always why do a little experiment like this, do about 4 or 5 of these cones, and then you will know that you can run a big run, and then you kind of know the consistency of your weed. So I'm going to pop this one out so you can see what it did. It didn't even shake it down all the way to the bottom, so I need to go a little bit harder on it. You see that gap in there, D? Yeah, I gotta make the vibration harder. And I didn't go for the traditional minute. Let me see what that element cone did to it. If it's any different cone to cone. Nope, you see that? It's still like not all the way down to the bottom. You see that? Like if people don't understand what I'm talking about. It's so much scrunky down there. And you don't want that much weed on top of it. That's why I say that's exactly what you don't want. That's when people fuck up. That's like a bad road. That ash right there gonna fall on your clothes. For sure. That's why people don't smoke weed down to the last bit. They probably done ruined the shit. So a situation like that, it need to be a little bit stronger. So all you do, I'm gonna take this plate, take the weed tray off. Shout out to Thieving and Sano. Let me turn this around so I can see the temperature. I got it way up. So I'm going to put it on about 20, 21. And then we kind of got to let it go for about a minute or two. I might want to hit that joint. Oh, that nigga smoked the shit out of me. You can play a little Robbie Man Monster in the back when we messing around with this one, man. Cause we got at least about a minute. We'll take a look and see what we're doing. But I should have held it about 19, and this table is giving away some too. You got kind of see it over at the side. Sometimes when I'm at the house. And I know I just like drop some things down. If you want to see like what that motion looks like, that's the smoking on the tree. Giving me your injury, motherfuckers gotta flee. Cause I see nothing else in sight but the sack when I'm talking in this bitch to the whole thing. This fat I'm coming back like a fiend hooked on my shit. You fuck with anybody in my clique, then my cliques coming thick. Madness must be sparked after dark when I'm hauling about 30 pounds and no resolve to the heart. Take it what the way we do. Reckless of me, empty, none for me. A little bit of quality control. Let's check the other ones and see where they stand. Like Cindy Lauper, when three just stormed you. All up in your fucking chest, just like my Phileas Road Popper. I got you. So that would be so hard you think you're dreaming. Now how many niggas gon' put in on some weed? I listen like smoking out. Every smoking now. Looking every nigga that don't wanna come out and play like Chucky catching the G from me. Fuck it. 1, 2, 3. Just for quality control's sake.
You know what I mean? I'm making sure I kick ass and get the way clean like a fan. Coming out of rehab when I grab the blunt.
And then those other people, that's where you gotta like have somebody get quality control. Because you just didn't those elements, them too. I'm like, ain't no way. I wouldn't give you that because it's gonna let you still weed on yourself. But here's the other good thing about this one too. It's a tray right here to take all your ulcers like this. When you go right back in the tray with everything that didn't go in, I measure this back. And to keep the same weed, you plan this out every time with icy football alcohol too. At home, guess what I actually got? I got actually got little,
When you address me, call
I
me
got little
Green.
squares that fit in here, paper, so I don't have to like dump it out the whole time. My microphone's like jumped off my thing and jumped onto the thing. I know that shit. Oh, this shit. My microphone stuck to the left side of the black smoke. Shit, I'm sorry. So now, we back on there, and we're gonna just, I'm gonna just load it up since everything is good on the tip. And take the top off. I'm gonna just start it going. So I get it going down there. I'm just gonna feed that weed right back into the top. I'm only on these. You know, we only working with 1/4. That was a good move right there. And they got a measuring thing too. So, like when you got that top level over there, if you pre-pack that and you put cardboard underneath it, it will measure it out to a gram a time. Like this one right here, I didn't buy the extra attachment to measure out a gram on the top of this one right here. It's a whole nother little thing to do that. So, I don't know. Me being frugal. So you'll let that go for another minute or two. I'm gonna stop it real quick so I can see how much left over we got. We still got some more left over. I'll come right back over, get you all your weed out. And like really right now, they really probably to a place where this might be an extra step right here. We'll do it just for the sake of getting it right down in there. Like ease into it. That was exactly what you wanted to do. Cranked all the way up, get it all the way on top, all the way. Oh man, that's why you should get high. Ease into it. Now we'll give it like 1 minute, and then we should be ready to see how we did. I got one little mess up. What up, little D? You always welcome, bro. Come on down. You always welcome on the Get High Boy show. Where we at on the clock? Huh? Nah, I mean, I need that 1 minute countdown. Oh well. I think we about good right here. We'll take a look at it. Well, you know what I'm saying. I mean, that's how we do. Alright. So this is it. But I will finish all of these. Didn't go all the way to the top. I can weigh these out to tell you what it is. But me, because I am who I am, I finish them all like that. And usually in the morning I make these, so I make them so I'm pretty well ready to go all day long. And you finish it a couple ways, like the twist. I showed y'all that other time how to do that. I'm really on this too because it's not about putting no spit on yourself. You got these little scissors right here. I'm gonna tell you that before. Just clip that little piece off so it stay down, and then you just smooth it out with the top of it. I like little raw things, or like I said, I used the chopstick last time. Should I use the corner of the scissors last time? You can use that to like smooth that out, and he'll let you know how that is at the top. And you can like that one. Tell me what you think about that smokability. You got a lighter right there? It's just a quality control. It's like pushing it down, but the machine did all the shaking. And when you're doing like a lot of them, you might not think to save you no time. but everything save you time. You just not gonna sit there and just hand roll that many. At least you want to get the weed in it, and you can get it. But it just make it so convenient for doing a lot. But this part right here is where I win at because I go through every one. And if it don't meet my quality, I'm not putting it out. Here's another little secret. All of those stems and seeds that you might have missed pop up to the top sometimes. You just pop that out. And I'm just easing it down. There's an exact example of what we shouldn't do. That little one popped out right on the side. After all of that work and looking, it still was in the side. And that was in that element that you gave me too. So that was just weird. And when I pushed it down to make it firm, it just came out right there. See that? So me, I wouldn't get up there. That'll go into the pile. He's gonna smoke the shit out of that one. We could wrap another one. Or, we could have just dumped it out and redid it. Just get another cone. Or just put a Band-Aid on it. I'll leave that thing right there. I got a pack of papers up here right now. If y'all don't know what I mean by a Band-Aid, I'm going to show y'all how to do it. If you can, since you're going to put a Band-Aid on it, push that sucker back in there or break that little piece off if you got tweezers or whatever. I pushed him back in there. I know he smoked. He was just a little side piece. Just a little stick. So I'm just going to take a regular pack of raw papers with the gummy side on it. And guess what, D? You ain't even got to use the gummy side if you don't want to. You can use any damn little piece over here. But most people just going to tear a little piece of the gummy side right there. That's all you need to do. Yeah. Okay. Just tear a little piece of the gummy side right there. And this the only time. I really wouldn't even lick it, but this just me and D, and we smoke together all the time. But usually if I was doing this from production, he'll tell you, I got a jar of glue right down in there that I don't put no saliva or nothing, but for the sake of not getting that out. You see it with a little hole right there? That's going to put that little Band-Aid right on that part right there. That's all you need. And guess what? You're going to smoke. You're going to smoke regular. Just with that little piece. And I just knocked it right off. There it is right there. A lot of times, you can wrap it all the way around. He gonna burn out. But all you gotta do is block that little hole where that air was coming out. Nothing crazy. Like an old piece of paper that didn't work right. That thing here, you keep that up. I know you're gonna smoke that in 10 seconds. So let me ask you, with the little patch underneath your tongue, do you feel that was different than did that one come get you a little bit? Oh shit, the rise in the weed. But now I'm trying to tell you, that fucking shit that we just did is fucking will let you know. Oh, this man gonna tell y'all that making edibles like that is very, very good. I'm gonna take this down so we can continue on with the show. And we're gonna get into this a little bit more. And that's a little bit of you looking to do a business or with this machine, holler at us. We not talkable too about anything, and we not gatekeepers or anything we doing. But if you are looking for some services, and another little sweet thing to do is if you having a birthday party and you want some special birthday pre-roll shits, like come see us. Come see us because we can hook you up for that. Here's what I usually do. I'm a little high end. It's eating too much. I take all of these out now, and then I sit over there and I'll do this little. Let's see, two more in here. I'll get those back over here, and then we're gonna go. Let's see some people. This is not. It's gonna be. great ass episode. Let's gonna have more clips of it. I got rowdy as shit. That thing, I turned that thing on and that damn shit like jumped over everything. So this is what I'm left at. Hope y'all can see this pretty good. Even being this far, it did give me quality control. So say I wanted to fill it all the way to the top, I would have some people. I just get it like, I'd rather be right here, D. You see what I'm saying? And just fill that little bit up right there and then just finish it off. And before I did that, I would have pushed that all the way down from the top right there. I wouldn't put it on the top there. Because it's a good seal already. It's just, it feel right. Like sometimes I don't know how to explain that. That's why I always hand it to you to feel, so you could just get the sense, and maybe you could tell people it's a certain firmness that's not too firm, but you know the air going, yeah, it won't pull because no air is going around it. If you just pack it as tight as you can, that's not a good roll. Like you got, I just do so many of them. I just learn like where that little sweet spot is because it need to be firm enough. And you don't want the ash to fall on your clothes. You know, if you roll it too loose, man, that shit is worse than too tight. Both of them is non-functional for you. You know, that's like a stop and a re-roll. Too light or too, you know, you want to be somewhere in the middle. That's how you just finish that off, like, no paper, and that's just that thing. And I'll go through all those, so I'll be moving, like, fast. I got good at it, where like right there, the first thing I do out the machine, I use my small side of the stick because that, like, you just gotta be careful not to get to the side of the paper because you'll stick it in the hole. But if you use the flat side, the big side, it's pretty easy, but you can push too hard. And remember, that's what we're looking for. Nice, tight, all the way down, but especially down to the tip. You want to keep that right. I'm just like filling up that on the top. He said, you good? Yeah, that's cool. He got total. I don't know. But now, the next time we do another flavor of weed, now you'll have, with the edibles I'm talking about, we could do any couple grams of these, and then you can have these like, shit, I feel like feeling like this today. Like, after you know what it do to you, then you be like, yeah, I'm getting this. Like, nah, I'm having a hard time sleeping. I know exactly which one I'm going to. Then it's the same like for me, like, oh shit, sativa topical, daytime magic. Some regular old, it's time to go to sleep at night, just give me straight THC indica shit, cause it's gonna like knock me out, and it's too heavy. Like that's like that shit that maybe you shouldn't drive heavy machinery on. You rub too much of that shit on you. But the sativa is not like no knockout in it though. That was something like weed. So we got this. I got like one more to like pack in. I'll show you how we get this one in. It's like one of the last ones here. Just add a little bit extra to it. Shit, if you want one of these pre-rolls, if you tap in, you call D like right now, or message us on YouTube. If we still up live, I'll bring this bitch to you. If you anywhere in the greater Cleveland area, how about that? I can't be nicer to you. If you ain't see this when it was live, that shit was null and void. Hit me on the email though, SOHIGHO at 216@gmail, and I can make it. I'll make a deal with you, especially if you want some of those services. And if you're not good at rolling and you want to know what you're rolling, you know, I don't think it's illegal for me to come over to your house and roll your weed for you. You know, it's not impossible. But if you give me like something like this, I don't want to do like fucking. It need to be about an onion worth of weed to make it and worth your while too. But 28 joints of your fire in situations like this, tell them, D, you want these bitches, don't you, bro? Man! So that's why you sit down like one time a week, and I got some nice cases that I be messing around with to be looking fly. You know, I love my Volkswagen cases. Man, here's how I be rolling. I just like get my little the little Volkswagen case. I got my little poker in there just when I want to sit down if I ain't doing nothing. I usually get this like ready, and when I use the machine, I just put these in here, separate them out, and when I need my medicine. And a lot of times I change the tips. Different ways I finish the tips is different weed, and that's how I remember. Or I might like roll with some Lazy Susan, so we know like what we doing here. I put it in my case, and then I'm in my pocket, and I'm like for real loving on that all the time, man. So man, I think next week I want to get another guest in here, and I think we're gonna get another getaway. Shout out to my man Cody, man, Ken Cody, photography, doing big things over there. Shout out to Hero and 4030 Coffee, man, doing big things in Cleveland. The 100 brand is out now. That's named after one and only Cheap Days One. That coffee is out and coming up, man. That's some of our thing. Arden, please, if you can give us a sponsorship, we'd really love that. We'd love to like test your product out there. Really, we would support you like that and do some things like that because it is convenient for some people, and I think we can really use them because there's more. The other thing about what we're doing now, D, is just not exclusive to the cannabis plant. If you wanted to make oregano oil or any of these oils, that process that we just did is the exact same process that you would use for a lot of them. You decarbonate it, then you put it into like a process to extract the nutrients into the oil. And it's the same thing. They've been making medicine like this for a long, long time. They hide a lot of things from us. You know, a lot of people was on what? Not flaxseed oil. What's the other one? One of them seed oils. Yeah, the black seed oil, you know, oregano oil. They've been like healing it, and the doctor don't give you that stuff because it's just the fact of the matter in this damn place. It's the health system is good for emergency situation, but they really kind of keep you sick because they really, to me, it just come down to money and control and food. I'm gonna look at the water bath and see how we do it before we get off so I can show the people. We just got this on medium. I mean, it's warm. No, I got it right in my hand right now. I got it right back in the camera, and you can see we started with that. We started with the coconut oil, which was clear white, and you can clearly see. I'm gonna tell you, like right now, for cooking a recipe right now, if I was D, I would strain half of this off right now, and you will have something that's a little milder, and it's got better taste to cook with, like right here. Like, this is very good for. Because this right here, I can already see by the color change already. But this is some hellacious ass shit right here. But I knew that jealousy had a shit ton of trichomes on it. That's why I knew it was going to be a good weed to make an extract out of. And I mean, you can already, I can just tell you from experience alone. You can hold it in. Tell me that little bit of color. You don't know the coconut oil was in the white. All right, you see that. It was none of that. It was almost translucent, but definitely leaning toward white. Man, and he tasted it though. So D full experience. So when we do our next show and you come on, like that's what I said. Like right now, you can like drain half of that out, and it'd be pretty cool to get to add to food. Because I could just look at it. Like, we didn't time it all out because we real high. But I would only leave it in there for about like 20, 30 more minutes. Because you don't want it to go overcooked. But then, maybe you...
Maybe you
leave half of it in there. Yeah, he hard. He and that's just him though. And you just gotta leave him to his own devices, though. I ain't got shit to say because I said we're gonna leave that over here. We gotta talk about this, but I need you leaving me some that's going back in my coconut jar. So I'm telling you right now, we gonna get some.
Finish the whole process up.
Oh, it's over with. The process is over.
I mean, why not the strain? We got to strain it and all that.
Here's the cheesecloth. Step 3: strain in the jar. It's over with. Use as needed. It's over with. That's what I'm saying. You was like, how many more? I was like, D, when you see how stupid this is, you're gonna be like, you kidding. The bigger thing is really what I know gonna sell him is the effects of what. I know if he said to him just eating that one other gummy, it probably was 2 million. Well, ate one of the ones out the pack, right? So I think them 2 milligrams. I don't even know what they fit. If he felt that other one before that, that'll tell you what that little pack of 1 gram did under his tongue. And that was only underneath there for about 15 minutes because it tastes like shit. But that was me. And he would be more fucked up if he had ate that whole thing. So say he ground all that like that, what you got back there. If you grind all of that into a powder, like if you put it in a coffee mill, and you could like scrape that into a capsule. But remember, about a gram of that bitch is almost equal to 150 milligrams, rough estimate. Remember, this is just advice. If you got some 35-40% weed, that should have fucked you up a little bit more. Like it's more THC, so that means it's like, and that's if you use the recreational. Like underneath that, you should be, that's why those little capsules. But I recommend doing that because guess what we got? Control of the medicine that we use. So if you grew all of this, which we did, that jealousy that you're using right there, I grew that in dirt. I know that myself. You know how I know those trichomes is red on me? Because I left that in a tent for longer. I cut her sisters down probably 2 weeks. I let that one go like 2 weeks after her sisters got cut down. And that was some of the best ass weed. It was some hella THC weed. Jealousy was fucking us up. It was already strong. But then now with letting it go to letting the trichomes get amber, you want to get into the sauce. You look up when you grow when you get it in the amber. And that's what I purposely grew that amber side so I can really do the experiment to see if it really adds some sleep agents to it. Did it make it higher? Or do that? The bottom line is it comes down to genetics. It just depends on what you're growing. And if you know the composition of what it's supposed to do, sativa to indica, you can pretty much guess what it's probably going to do in general to most people. Remember, I don't agree that this is one size fit all for anybody. So be very careful. And with this, I reiterate one more time. All this, what we doing, don't do what he just did on camera. You have to go low and slow. That is not what you do, what he just did. He is not a bad guy. He has a tolerance. You are a different person. No, I will not. I would say that's the dosage that's right for you. I think you just as functional. You ain't that's what you like. A lot of people might say I smoke too much. I'd be like, goddamn, you smoking enough? There's some shit going on. It might go down like that. Other days, I might not want to be. That whatever we smoke, that Zowers or one of the ones we just smoked, got a lot of damn THC in that shit. I might not feel like being like that. So you have to it's just an individual thing. It's not for everybody, but kind of like the stereotypes work though, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like indica usually make most people feel in their head, light up, or feel a little bit better about. I don't know how you would describe indica. It's an individual thing. I'm not here to describe it for nobody, but indica, sativa, it is a difference in the growth. It is a difference in the effect that what they do. They grow differently. That's why you would know that the effect of them is different too. too. Because when you grow weed, you'll see stuff all of the time. So it's just like that. But that is a good ass starter on just a little recap on what we did with the weed. We took just regular weed and we put it in the oven at 240 degrees for too long, like Dia do everything. It was in there for about an hour and 10 minutes or so, an hour and a half. What you don't want it to do is be in there burning. And all we're going to do is what Decarbolate said. We want to heat the plant up to a certain temperature so we can extract the right nutrient. We are activating the THC. And now D did on camera. As soon as you get that out of that oven, guess what you got, D? Instant edible. If you felt like eating that weed, which he has a whole jar of right there, or sprinkling it on some cream cheese, use about a gram of it, and it is equal to about 150 milligram hit of weed, which I don't recommend nobody do. So half a gram is 75, and so on and so forth. So some people might need just a little pinch to be at that 10 milligrams from the cheese. After you get it, you extract it. We talked off everything. Then we did like every kind of oil you want, milk, cream cheese. They said everything you can put it in. That's after it's decarbonated. If you just got raw weed like this and you think you just gonna sprinkle it on some shit and you get high, it's not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. That is not the truth. You have to decarb it, and if you sexy with it, you add some soy lysine into it. The next bubble bath we do, we're gonna do just straight buds, and we'll do the same damn thing, and we'll put like 7 to 8 grams of good weed in the thing. We'll do the same extraction. We'll use the same coconut oil, and we'll see exactly what. And we'll have a controlled test. That one, I might eat that weed myself. But we gonna be fucked up.
And I got a toaster, so we can just do it down here.
Oh yeah. So we'll bring the toast oven down and get it right down here. It'll take us. I think before we get off a long show, we'll have it out, and then we could be testing it going out the door too. But that is just what we use today. Is no machine. Tell them the grow science on what you got in your house is what we did this with. And it's no specialties. And he'll tell you right now, he is an edible eater. And he did a method of putting it under his tongue. Well, he didn't ingest that. He put it under his tongue and he felt some effects from it. Amazing. This is the power. That's just another application. People don't even think about putting weed underneath their tongue. That gives you a little bit of a milder hit. It's not as going to be as strong as you eat. So if you need to use it as medicine, if you want to use it as recreational, and you don't know how to go about this thing, get yourself educated. Tune in to the best cannabis show, weed show out here on this damn bitch, the Sohigho Gas Company, man, where we give you education, information, and legalization about the cannabis plant, especially here in Sohio. I didn't even say shout out to my other folks over there at the Voice of Radio, man. I'll be on there Tuesday at 4:20 with the Voice Radio with EP. Then we usually be on Hot Mess on the evening at 9 o'clock. We wasn't on last week also. And coming soon, Sundays at the Wreckroom, we're going to be down here kicking it live from the Wreckroom. It's going to be one of the best shows. I'm going to tell y'all right now, I'm already looking for the production on it. Yeah, he ain't gonna give me no run up, and I might be the one interviewing who's such a person. But we'll get to it though. But we do got some stickers. Shout out to my man over at Ink Wizard, ink_wizard.com. If you're looking for all your sticker needs, man, send them, tell them we sent you, and you probably get a discount if you log into their website. Use Sohigho SOHIGHO. For a discount code too. With that, shout out to my man over at Chagrin Valley Grow Stores. My man Ben, man, appreciate you for all you do. 4030 Studio. We are looking for vendors too. Juneteenth shit coming up this weekend. Come check us out. If you ain't got this, we're gonna try to put this up on the site somehow. I think when I make the edit of this, I'll put this up on the short somehow. I'll start getting this thing up. We're gonna make a concerted effort. So if y'all can share this, if you see this, man, please tell some people to like us, help us grow. We got to play with this algorithm before they start getting us right, man. Don't forget, all your studio and album and recording needs can be done here at Recognized Studio, at the Wreckroom Studio. He is one of the best masters, producers we know, and he's very diligent about quality. A lot of heat done came through this place. So this is a full-fledged studio. If you need any editing and things like that, D is one of the best. I sit here and look at his awards all damn day long when I'm talking to y'all, to be honest with you. So come check out Wreckroom Studio. Best prices probably around this damn place. You got to book with his ass, man. Leave his deposit. He will get to you. This studio is banger. Shout out to Laylo and Struggling Souls, especially Robbie Van for letting us use our theme music, man. Shout out to Robbie Van Monster, Recognized Records for letting us use their theme music for sure, man. I think it's about, I'm crazy not to say. Congratulations to the one and only Abdul Salam, bro. Big time, bro. See the fight yet? Woo! Man, ranked number 2 in the WBO, and Keyshawn gave up his belt. So number 1 versus number 2. But I think he had that fight. If you look at the telecast, he had that fight already on the table. But Abdul said no. Abdul said he's not ready to hit no hard hit left-handed like that. They said that is something. That's what they quoted him on the newscast as saying. So in that, you know me, I think he the best damn promoter, manager, especially for his own children as anybody. And for him to have his kids in this position, who the fuck gonna tell him what? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know where that's coming from to tell him any advice on anything. Because he is doing this shit with class, style, and grace, and just with the raw dog ass, still damn feebling ass attitude. When he in that ring, it is true. Man, he is devastated, man. Congratulations, man. You making Cleveland proud as all get out, man. Cleveland stand up for that dude. When he come to this town, it better be sold out. I want fucking Gator haters. Let's dress to the nines. Let's have a good ass event and have a great ass turnout. I mean, this is just a great representative of Cleveland. I know this dude's gonna get the key to the city before long. And I can see Mason Avenue in this joint before long. I hate to even look into the future like that, but he is really like, to me, knowing Abdul and Valiant, I'm just like, it's such a success story for me already that he can't do no wrong any damn way. I just really appreciate that, and I like to always remind everybody, not only is he an excellent coach and manager and guide in his career and lead them to this success, he's a great dad too. I mean, we getting up on Father's Day, that dude got the bar set high. You don't curb your whole life and pursue your children to excellence this way without a certain amount of character or whatever, wherever that is that he possesses that from. Shout out to Val, one of the number 1 dads out here right now, doing it real good. Not just with one boy, you know. And it is the Mason 5 too. It is like a 5+ one too. So if y'all really want to get down with this man, it's really outstanding. So shout out to Abdul. Mason Brothers Boxing. I think they got the next box. if I saw some like little hints that it was already another match that's gonna be on one of these undercards coming up too. So, who would you like to see in box?
I don't know, man. Everybody he fight. It's amazing. Like the first couple at the beginning, like he was some grown men.
Oh yeah.
Because he just looked so young, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he got that little man strut. He was beast, man.
Man, I saw some of the throwback things. Hey, and shout out to Victor too, man. Keep us on Vic. Man, shout out to my man Vic, man. Vic Mason, man, hold it down here in Cleveland. And shout out to Mom. The whole family here, man. Their mother. I mean, appreciate all y'all. But yeah, shout out to our boy Vic, man. He another person who will tell you, don't eat too many gummies. Go low and slow, man. He definitely got an edible story.
Yeah, we might gotta bring him on here.
Yeah. Yeah, because he probably never eat a gummy ever again in his life. Nah, never. He just really, cause he hard headed. After you get instruction, like most people do.
You ain't listen to him.
Yeah. I like, man, just do this amount and don't do no more tonight. I'm giving him like, don't wait like 40 minutes to see if it's tearing you up and maybe eat some more. I said, no, just eat this amount. You said you ain't did it like never, like not a long time. Just eat this amount. He got tired, like, oh, it must ain't working. And right at that point, probably getting up, when he probably stood up after 30 minutes to go and get him. Me and D will tell you this, that's when it hits you. You go from standing up to sitting down, you know how high you are then. You know where that bitch is at. You like, whoa. Or is it coming?
You feel it coming.
Oh, you feel it coming. You feel it coming. Oh, it's on. Yeah.
Just go for that ride.
Yeah. Get it up like a roller coaster ride, folks, because it's on, man. You might as well enjoy it. And I'll tell you, the good thing about it is when you really just go low and slow, fight that, though, man. Take that high with you. My man, Reggie Noble, man, out the highest niggas, man, he had me just really, take that with you, man. Don't let it take you nowhere. I started, I ate, 250 and went to the grocery store and thought he was nuts. And that's, a lot. He'd take 100 had him of that shit, on the ground, for real. And at that time, I had took, 250, and I thought I couldn't handle it. And he, talked me through it. To say that, and to say that, I remember eating 50. I asked my nephew Nick. We both ate 50 before, and I couldn't. And I had that 45-minute where I couldn't grab a bottle of water off the ground. And it was whoa. That's when we first started eating the rosin gum. Oh, it was just hit hard. I was like, man, that's fucking stuck me on the couch for 45 minutes. And that's when I said, 10 times that, I could see why somebody would call a doctor. You know what I'm saying? I really ate too much. I was like, at first, I never knew what they talked about. But then when I took it to the grocery store and I just went out, somebody drove me to the grocery store, and I just went shopping, I was like, oh, okay. I kind of compartmentalized it somewhere. Oh yeah, I'm toe up and it's affecting me, but I'm taking it somewhere. It's not taking me somewhere. So he liked that mental exercise of fighting through it. And I think some people with certain mental struggles or different problems, emotional struggles, they know how they feel and they fight against that, so it distracts them from that other part. I use it like that for my back, but not so mentally. But I see how some people could. See what I'm saying? But remember, that's just advice. That ain't no guarantee for none of that. This shit is not no scientific shit on this shit. You can't say that. I told you that if it do one thing for somebody, it might not do that for you. He obviously can eat more gummies than the average bitch. He can eat more. That's not bad. I'm not talking bad about you. I'm just saying that your tolerance is different. Your body size and your chemistry is different than mine. And it might just be over how much you use and how used to you are with it. And you like the uptake of it.